A former state employee who resigned over allegations of sexual misconduct is now suspected of threatening to kill the sheriff's deputy who busted her for growing marijuana. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is at the public safety building where Tina Blanchette is now charged with intimidation of a public servant. And Jeff, this woman was trying to blackmail a cop?
Robin, this investigation shows that Blanchette may have been using her position at DSHS to look up private information about the deputy's family, and that she allegedly threatened to hurt them if the deputy didn't drop his drug charges against her.
Tina Washington versus Tina Blanchette. This is a second first appearance.
In February, the sheriff's office raided Tina Blanchette's home, seizing the 75 marijuana plants inside. The very next day, the deputy in charge of the drug case received 61 messages from Blanchette's phone. The volume almost doubled the next day, and by Saturday, the calls included explicit pictures of Blanchette.
There's at least 300, if not more, text messages, voicemails, explicit photos, just skanky photos of her.
The calls would eventually total more than 300 messages, and in tone, the DSHS employee was going to shoot the deputy. Blanchette allegedly wrote, "I look so hot with a 10mm and a shotgun. I can hit the center target every time. You ain't even going to know when it's coming. I'm going to take you down slow and easy."
Every one of the messages is in the tone of, "I'm coming after you, you've made the bad mistake," and including his family and threatening his family.
Spokane police officer Sue Mann was already familiar with Blanchette because he allegedly was using her phone to threaten her DSH co-workers. So many had complained that Blanchette was sexually harassing them, Blanchette ended up resigning. And now it appears Blanchette used her position to look up private information about the deputy's child support payments, and then wrote, "You know you messed this up bad, dude. We can either be friends or we can be enemies. Don't do this to your kid."
And there's where we get the intimidation of a public servant. She's using these phone messages, hundreds of them, and putting in words and excerpts that, unless he changes his decision on charging her, she's going ahead with this.
DSHS has launched its own investigation to find out if indeed Blanchette had used their data for her own personal gain. Tonight she's being held in lieu of a $20,000 bond. She can't afford that bond, but if she gets out, one of the conditions of her release is she can't have any more contact with that deputy. If she does, she'll find herself back in jail on an even higher bond. Reporting live at the Public Safety Building, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.